We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Huh?
Gamer Braves.
What's up guys, this is Juan Emerald from Game Braves. Now okay, I'm very excited to tell you that we got to take a look at early gameplay for Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon.
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
Now, I know what you're thinking. I wish they would shut up and just get to the gameplay. So we have put a link to the gameplay right here. You can just skip to that if you don't want to hear my explanation of it. But since we actually got to sit through a presentation about Fires of Rubicon, I figured we should let you know what's going on in here. If you're one of the many people who were born after the first Armored Core came out and have no idea what an Armored Core is. So let me get this out of the way first. I know a lot of you old Armored Core fans don't like the idea of it being compared to a Souls game. It predates the Souls series massively. So don't forget is that the Souls control scheme is actually derived from the Armored Core Souls scheme, with the whole shoulders and triggers being the attack buttons and the like. And you see that evolution in Fires of Rubicon as well, because a lot of Souls ideas are being implemented here. More specifically, ideas from Sekiro, which is why I really like the name that the fandom has come up with, calling Armored Core 6 Mechs. One of the biggest features that they talk about in the presentation was the idea of the assault boost. Now, in the older Armored Core games, there was a module you could equip called Overboost, which was like the largest booster you could think of to help you go really fast. In Armored Core 6, instead of being a part, it's just a mechanic in the game that lets you see guys far away and go, I want to be a lot closer now. Bam, you're closed in. The other thing they really wanted to emphasize in this gameplay demo, and you're going to see it in the early footage, is the openness. Like, you are playing a mech that can fly in basically any direction it wants, and fromsoftware have taken care to make sure to design levels that accommodate that. We ourselves haven't seen how branching these paths are, but from the presentation, it looks like there will be quite a bit of side routes and stuff that you can go on. More importantly is that because of this open design, there's also a lot of ambushes. Enemies will appear out of seemingly nowhere to get you, but guess what? You have immense firepower. So like a Souls game, if you know the ambush is coming, guess what? You can prep against it. The presentation they showed us also had things like interactable terrain, letting you drop stuff on enemies as well. So this really is a game that kind of rewards you for exploring the whole locale. Now, the main reason why it's compared to Sekiro is the stagger system. Basically, the large enemies have a stagger bar that can be filled up, either by exploiting their weakness or keeping the pressure on them. And you will want to do this, because once you do, it overcomes like any armor or weakness they have, and you just get a free opening to do as much damage as you want. Other than that, the combat is incredibly frantic. I really like just how much of the combat they've shown. Like, in typical Armored Core fashion, there are a lot of options like long-range missiles with lock-on, machine guns, and of course, melee weapons. If you're new to the Armored Core series, you can basically equip these to your shoulders and arms. You get to do my personal favorite mecha trope of firing your gun until it's on cooldown or out of ammo, throwing it aside, and then charging in with your sword, because that's so incredibly cool. One other feature that they've shown is before key moments in every level, there will be supply points. Basically, think of these like your bonfires, which will show up and you can refill on your repair kits, as well as make any changes to your mech. If you're new to Armored Core, by the way, the customization in these games is insane. You can go everything from your classic two-legged mech to a reverse-legged mech to a four-legged Tachikoma of Doom, and they all have different stats that support different playstyles. Unfortunately, the presentation mainly showed us the kind of all-rounder playstyle with, machine guns, missiles, and blades, which is good because we get to see more of those weapons, but it won't be until we get any kind of playable beta to see what kind of over-specialist builds you can build, such as aforementioned Tachikoma of Death. Anyways, that should be all the information you need to hear from me. I am very excited, like you cannot believe how excited I was watching the presentation for Armored Core, and I'm sure you'll be excited too seeing this gameplay. Enjoy guys, this is Juan Emerald from Game Braves. Thank you so much for watching our videos. Don't forget to give us a subscribe if you'd like to see more, and like so we know what kind of content you want to see. Got suggestions for new content? Let us know in the comments below too. Thank you so much again for watching. Take care, dudes.